Okay, well, welcome to our Collect Direct pre-live conference get-together. You know, it's funny when you can be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and somehow find the energy level go up in my already excited body. For those of you that have never met me, personally, physically, my wife calls me an energy bunny. I mean, she calls me the squirrel, and I just kind of go left and right. My brain is like Dave and Joyce, and Joyce makes fun of Dave and I, and Nancy makes fun of Dave and I because we're squirrels. We just kind of constantly thinking and moving and doing stuff. So now I come to Sioux Falls, where I'm sitting tonight at the Grand Falls Casino in our hotel room that we checked in at. And I don't know, my arms are standing up. And hey, Nancy, it's just like there's something about the energy that we have this moment, this second, that has been building, Dave, for the last 9-10 months, right?
Well, and we drove in with Debbie, and she said, I don't think I can get more excited. And she goes, and I know I am.
Yeah, you know, we found a way to create what we could for the folks that wanted to be here. And we said, hey, listen, we're driving, and there was an expensive flight, and we said, fly to Winnipeg. So she did, and we got in the car and we drove her here. So I'd never met her. Brought her in this business. We met through, you know, just years of kind of respecting each other, let's say, and here she is now in the business with us, and this is a great woman that many of that are live at this event are going to meet. And Nancy and her talked for 7 hours straight while I sat in the back seat doing some work. But anyways, I only say that to you, Dave, because the energy, my hair standing up, is all about where we are this second, and your vision back when you're a little boy, basically, and from 98 on, is coming to reality over the next 24 hours. So Dave, you've got to be a kid in a candy store, and you've got to have, is your hair and your arm standing up right now, my friend?
No, but I'm excited. I'm not, the hair, but here's the thing, Don, it's just simple math. You know, today I go to the airport, I pick up Matt Williams, you know, and I'm driving with Matt Williams, and Arizona's in the playoffs or in the World Series. Matt won the World Series in 2001 with Arizona. And I said, Matt, are you going to go to any of the games? No. Are you going to watch the game? We're going to watch Friday night. You're going to sit in the bar, sports bar with me. What? Nah, yeah, I'll probably do that. I want to hang out with you, Dave. I said, well, dude, we're going to have a great weekend, you know? And we started talking about cards, and we started talking about what's going to go on and why he's here. And the thing is, Don, another really good friend of mine, Tom Candiotti, he's the announcer for the Diamondbacks. He calls me 2 days ago and he says, I can't say this out loud, but I want to be there. Dave, if the Arizona gets in, I got to be on the radio. So he's really upset that he's got to go to the World Series and be in Texas and announce the game. And wants to be here. So we're going to find a way to get him to talk at the event, you know, because he's so jacked about Collect Direct. And here's the thing, Don, the reason why is because if you go on eBay, let me just grab a little box here. It's a little box. I'm bringing a couple of these packs with me. A little box of packs, right? Now, here. This is a Wayne Gretzky pack with the bubble gum still in it from 1979. Look at the condition of that pack. I got boxes of these, Don. The card that lies in that pack, if it graded at a 10, is $1 million card. A Topps just sold for $1.1 million in a PSA case. And this is just weird. Don, at the event, that pack is going to be opened by Dmitry Young, who played for the St. Louis Cardinals, who had one of the largest collections. I told these guys, we're going to have a little game of game poker. I promised Matt Williams he's going to crack a $3,500 pack of Michael Jordan wax. And if he pulls the Jordan out, you know, these packs, I have 468 packs of these, Don. What's it hurt to open one or two of them and have fun?
Amongst friends.
Yeah, amongst friends. Here's Magic Johnson sealed packs. Got hundreds of them. And I pulled the Magic Johnson out. That card just sold at SGC for $275,000 in a PSA 10. These are all brand new packs. They've set. And then, Don, I'm going to let you open Dan Marino and John Elway just because Robert there, he's a Miami Dolphins fan, so I'm going to let you pull it out. And the cool thing is, Don, if you pull out Marino, you can keep them. Put them in a top loader and take them home. And like Dale knows, you know how these cards are. But, guys, look at this is what you call This is what you call the deck. This right here, Don, is about $6,000 in packs, 4 little packs, So here's what we look at with Collectrek. Everybody that talks about it, everybody says, this and that, da. Here's the thing, guys. We're going to do these little box breaks, Don, weekly. And I know your excitement when you see this and you see 1,000 people clicking on a box break because I'm opening up a 1965 Fleer pack or a 1976 Walter Payton pack. And I have all these packs. And people are going to say, this guy is absolutely crazy to destroy them. Because here's why. We're not destroying them. We're opening them. But what happens, Don, when we open them, that's another one that's gone. There's only limited few. If you go on eBay right now and type in 86 Fleer Michael Jordan, they're selling for $100,000. They're selling for $60,000 a pack. And I have all these beautiful packs. So here's the thing. This has got me excited where we're going with this company. I waited for this moment. And it's a select people, a select group that I wanted. Don, you knew what I said to you 2 months ago. I don't want 400 people at this. I don't want 300 people at this. I want 100, 120, at best 125 at this event, because this event is going to be the focus coming out of it. And I am so jacked about it. I talked to Dale on the call on Saturday, and just a great call, did a great job. I mean, things are really exciting right now, Don. And here, let me just show one more thing. Look at this. I did a trade with a guy. Here, look at these. These are coins in the case. These are coins in the case. That's Julius Caesar before Christ on these coins. These are going to be on Collectrek for sale. And guess what, Don? I don't have 3. I don't have 10. I have 700 plus. You know what I mean? These are all going to be on there. So the way I look at it, seeing is believing. When people see this company here, 10,000 peace dollars random. My little brother Joe's on here, and he says, Dave, put them in a wax pack. You don't even know nothing about coins. Just sell one random, and because Joe knows that the good ones are in here. And so Joey, my little brother Joey says, just put these in a random pack like we're opening a wax pack, and you don't know nothing about them, so we can spend $40 on one, and we can pull. I mean, that's a cool idea. But here's the thing, Don. We got product. There's 11,000+ items on that site right now. And by Christmas, there's going to hopefully be double that. So hopefully I can hit the 20,000, 22,000. But the beautiful part about that, people say, well, 11,000, that's not going to go. No, guys. There's 11,000 items. There's 2.7 million items. There's 11,000 different SKUs of items. But they're all backed by 10 of this, 20 of that, 30 of this, 50 of that, 200 of that. And so that is just an optical illusion when you look at it. If I was on eBay with this site right now, down with the 14 million people that are messing with it, I'd be the #1 guy right now for the most product on eBay. And I just started loading 3 months ago.
And so, Dave, when you did what you did, the commitment you made to the field, and I want everybody to understand that on this Zoom, you were getting up 2, 3 in the morning at your office, because that's your quiet time that you could do what you do best, which is to look through what you wanted to do, sort them, load them, get them sort of set up with the codes and so on. I mean, that work you put in, I don't know really if anybody realizes that commitment that you made and ultimately why you did that. It's to prove that this is a category creator, no competition, and a debt-free opportunity day one. And I don't think people have totally got that yet, Dave. And I thank you for all that.
The real simple fact to this, and I talked to Dale about this, was Matt Williams sat with me today in one of my offices, and he was sitting there saying to me, he goes, why are you doing this? I had a friend of mine, Dave, who's got a very wealthy guy. This is what he said to me today. He's probably on here. And he said, why is this Dave Jordan selling all this hot commodity liquid stuff that he could just sell? I said, because if I sold my collection, I'd get 600 million out of it, or 300 million out of it, or 500 million. I promised my mom I'd be the billionaire. And the way we get there, Matt, is I'm going to duplicate my way there. And I've always done that for 25 years. I'm going to duplicate 1 million customers, and I'm going to get to put the B in my name like I promised my mother. And that's the only thing I said to him. But that being said, I told him, Don, I said, Joyce is part of, Joyce owns half of this. There's no prenup in what we do. We built this whole business together. But I told Matt, I said, Matt, Somebody could walk in here right now and say, hey, Dave, I'll give you $450,000 for your collection. And I looked at Matt and I said, you know, Matt, I would probably think about it. But you know what? It's her right there. If she says, Dave, that I think you should take it, I think you should retire, then you know what, Matt, I'd strongly think about it. But Matt, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this.
You said 450,000?
450 million.
Oh, wait,
450
I was
million.
making, wait a minute. I heard the number. I'm making
No, dude, my buddy Paul, and Joey knows, offered me $5 million just to pick, 100 items. And I said, dude, you're not even close, So here's my thing, Don. We own this. I don't say me, I say we. We own this. This is my company. This is our company. This is Dale's, yours, mine. We can go and do this. And here's the beautiful thing about what we're about to do. The beautiful thing about what we're about to do, we're about to show the flipping world and all these believers and all these people that are non-believers, they're going to see Julius Caesar on the site. They're going to see coins, comics, cards. They're going to see Superman. And eventually, Dale, Superman #1. I got people that want to trade me all the time. Don. And all I know is this. We are going to take this weekend and we are going to knock it into next year. And I say that. We're taking this weekend and we're going to knock it into next year. And the Riel's, she's been on every Zoom. Riel's been on every Zoom. She's been on every Zoom that we've done, Don. She deserves to say, you know what? I have the timing with this. Robert Wicker, he's been on every Zoom. Every time I come on here, he's on here. And I want to do this. I want to learn how to do this. This is an easy one to do. And that's all it is, man. It's that easy. And like Dale said, customers, just find customers. Because when them bullseyes go out there and people say, I like it, but just wait. The they're going to go away. They're going to go away. Watch what happens in the next 60 days. I'm excited, Don.
Yeah. No, and Dave, I mean, I just wanted everybody to know just the commitment you've made to prove this industry once and for all needed you to come along and say, I'm doing this to prove that this can work for the customer base. And the customer base is probably the most exciting part of this company. Let's be honest. I have a traditional business. I left today. I drove by, I left there, I had to sign some checks as I left there because these people have to get paid, not my employees, the suppliers. The stress of owning a traditional business, for those of you that have never done it before, is mind-boggling. It's going into the slow time in this traditional business that I own that, does $15 million or whatever. It doesn't matter. The question is, what do I do with the people that I don't have any work for in the winter? You know how hard it is to look somebody in the eyes and say, we're slowing down in the winter? Well, guess what? Collectrex speeds up in the winter. It speeds up in the holiday time. And so for those of you that get your head around Friday and Saturday of this conference, when you're there and the words that'll come out, the recordings that'll come out, and the testimonials that'll come out, what you're going to hear, and nobody's going to hide what they learned. I promise you that. You'll get information firsthand with what's coming out of this. But what's coming out of this, Dave, is what you had a vision of when we first started chatting about this. And I got to say this, my friend, 8 years ago, almost to this day, is when I met you. It was October 2015 that you and I sat and we met. And there's a reason that 8 years later, almost to the day, that my wife and I have committed to do our best to help you in our own way as a lead of the distributor base, but more importantly, the trust. And I've heard many people say that the most important thing about the collectible industry is trust, and brand with trust is incredible. So for all of you that are here right now, get ready for all of what's going to come out of this weekend. And look at that logo there, Collect Direct trademark. That trademark, you have a piece of. You were here. You've been in this window for the last 2-3 months already. And so for some of you, 6 months, right? But October is going to end and we're going to go into November, and then we're going to head to 2024. And it's going to be, as we've said before, pants on fire. Why? Because of what you're going to see come live Friday and Saturday, Dave. And that work came from you and your vision and the team you've put together. And are we going to have a gold record weekend? Yes. but are you going to be where you want it to be going into 2024, day one on Monday? No, you've got more work that you're putting into this, and that's what I congratulate you for. So I'm going to shut up, Dave. You know where I'm going with this. You've got such a vision. You've never sat back and said, I'm quitting. You've said, look out, I'm coming through. Who's with me?
Absolutely. And the thing is that I walked through the warehouse the other day with Marv with a clipboard, and I'm figuring it out. Okay, we got to load coins. Okay, we got to load toys. Okay, we got to load Legos. Okay, we got to load. And I got all these different toys, all these different cards. And I look at myself writing it down, and I'm clipping on the clipboard, I'm writing down, and I'm figuring it out. And I'm saying to myself, we've got 1 million items we could load on the site that's a different SKU. And how do you load 1 million items? Well, there's 2 people at this event that are here from North Dakota that I'm going to hire, to help load with 2 others that are being trained right now. So I feel like going into the new year, Don, with 5 people loading on this site, we could bring 5 to 10,000 items a month onto the site with trained, loaded people, and we could do 100, 200, 300,000 different items and give the selection. And so I'm just telling you, this weekend, it's a big deal. The people that are here, it's an unbelievable big deal. Yeah. And we are just going to show the world what we're going to do. And when we come out of it, it's going to be powerful.
So for those of you that are here right now that can't make it, listen, we send a hug to you. We know you're committed. All those things are amazing. But here, let's go into one more little thing about what Dave just said. 11,200 items. Do you know how long it is currently to go and find what you want in there? Well, that's changing this weekend. We start supercharging the ability for you to find what it is you want and your customers want. That is a magic point to turning on the switch, turning on the volume. You are going to see some things that are going to be released this weekend without letting out of the bag that will help you in your business if you want to be a customer acquisition person or a member acquisition person who will bring in customers. And you got to remember that. We're all customers because we pay the same as a customer, but we have a chance to earn money as independent representatives. But every one of us are going to be able to point, click, and share all of those items that Dave's loading. And I don't have to fill up 3 warehouses full. And Dave, I heard you're close to making a deal on another warehouse. All those things are possible, which you're planning on doing, but
we need it.
That risk. I don't want that risk. So once again, I got to ask you, you've got a lot of overhead right now, and you're doing this and you're committed. What's the end game for you? Is it
Don? I've had people call me and say, Dave, let me buy 5%. Let me come in at, I'll give you $10 million. Let me come in at this much. I don't need it. I don't. I'd love to team up with Dale, but I'm funding this. I'm funding the program because that's what it was done. It's everything's paid for, and we're just getting forward. And like you said, Don, there's a lot going out, but you know what? There's a lot coming back to us too. I know that when you put it out there and you get the best and you do this and you bring the best team together, it all comes back. And I know it's all going to come back, Don. I know, but we need this springboard, and we need this springboard to go into the new year. And there, you need Nancy. You got to get Nancy out. She makes everybody happy on this call. They want to hear more from Nancy too. Go ahead.
I remember there's like one chair, and I said to Don, I don't know if I can squat and hover for that long.
Well, I'll guarantee you, Don's getting that chair on this call, right, Don?
Oh yeah, I'm here now. No, she drives when we come to these things with you, Dave, and it's just so great because we're able to do work in the back, get things done. But
yeah,
I mean, you've been listening to Dave and I back and forth a little bit. I'm just trying to get this light fixed back up here. So, we're
almost done, Don. Don't worry about it, bro. You look okay.
What's your thoughts, Nancy, on the final of what you just heard Dave and I said? Because this weekend is for you all that are going to be there, and for those you're going to watch the recordings and what Dave has planned after. But Nancy, just fill in the blanks here.
For me, I find leadership happens. Leaders are born at events. People come in, they don't even realize that they're passionate about it until they plug into the energy of other people. And when they leave with a fire in their bellies, and they also leave with a belief that they can be just like you. And that's my favorite part, is because when you get to rub elbows with people and they sit down and they talk to you and you just have a drink or a moment or a coffee or a something, they see that they can be exactly like you, and that they're learning from you. And then the journey seems so much simpler when you feel like you know somebody, because we like on the Zooms here, all we've done is we've created relationships, yes, but when you're in a room and there's that fellowship, it's so powerful. It's so powerful. And I find leadership is born at events. People come out and they believe in themselves in a way that they didn't believe in themselves before. And I noticed earlier somebody said, "What, no hat?" It's really hard to drive in a car with a hat because it always is banging on the seat. So,
Yeah, but
but I have some.
you have some. There's some
Like-
here. No,
John's laughing. I've like got some.
There you go. Pick up the hats. There you go.
well, hey, listen, guys, we don't want to take too much of your time up tonight, but Dave, do you want to open it up to any feedback from anybody, questions or some excitement?
Yeah. And the thing is, Don, we're doing everything we can to make this an unbelievable event, you know? And all I know is this, that coming out of this event, it's a springboard. And I know just from the things we talked about today and the people that I was on the phone with today, I just know where this is going to go. And I know that everybody on here is like you say, the pioneers, the first people that are here, and they've been here and they deserve to be here. And I just believe that, you know, this is going to be an unbelievable journey. And my little brother's going to be at this. He's going to leave tomorrow and he's going to come out and everybody's going to love to meet Joey, you know?
You know, Dave, let's just talk briefly about the people that will be there, what their role will be when they come out of this event. They need to go there and be the ambassadors for Collect Direct. Not just go there with the excitement to earn and learn themselves. They're going to this event, they're going to earn and learn, but they're going to come out of this event on Sunday when they go home. And they're now officially, in my mind, an ambassador to share what they learned as quick as they can. And that's the way this will duplicate, folks. That's the way this will go. So don't ever fret that there's selfish people that are going to be at this event. These people need you to get excited like they are. So get ready for that excitement to come from the people that will be at this event as well. So with that said, let's open it up to a few people that may want to comment. Dale, I know you're excited about everything, and there's others on this phone that are coming. And Jimmy, I know you're on here at 11:30 tomorrow morning. Anybody, go ahead, unmute yourself. Let's just see where this goes with a couple of quick recorded conversations. Hands up, go ahead. First person. Go ahead, Shane.
Well, I'll kick it in.
Mr. Jordan, I just wanted to tell you, thank you very much, sir, for the opportunity and really respect what you're doing. And can say it again, thank you very much for the opportunity, sir.
That's awesome. Thank you. You look a lot like Virgil Hill, the WBA light heavyweight champion, 5-time light heavyweight champion. Look like him. I sparred him
sir.
back in the amateur.
Yeah, well, you were
You
all
look just like him.
Halloween's
Yeah.
coming, so thank you very much for that opportunity.
Thanks, Shane. I'll
Yeah.
listen to your feedback. Viola?
Hey, hello, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. First and foremost, I would like to say a big thank you to Dave Jordan. I'm from Sydney. I can't imagine this American leader is bringing all this to us all worldwide. So I just want to say my heartfelt appreciation, as well as to my appreciation for my own sponsor, Dell Cover, for sharing this amazing opportunity. Of course, Dawn and Nancy, you are amazing leader. I can't imagine the company go without you too. Beautiful. I can't wait to meet you in Sioux Falls.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you're on your way to Sioux Falls?
Yes, I'm now in the hotel in Japan, Tokyo, so that I don't have to take a too long a flight.
Oh my
It will
God.
take me around 12 hours to Chicago and then connect. It's okay. I'll be meeting a lot of my teammates from sales team.
There you go.
Like you guys said, it's the family. Like we've been meeting on Zoom, but never face to face. I can't wait.
I'm
Well,
excited.
we're gonna have a gift for whoever traveled the farthest. So I
know.
hope she wins.
Don't let out all your secrets.
I'm not gonna.
Robert, I see your hand up. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say that I got to meet Jimmy at 4:45 in the morning to go to the airport. But right now, I'm so pumped up. I don't think I'm gonna sleep tonight. I'm so excited.
That's great. That's awesome. Well, we're looking forward to meeting you in person again, Robert. I know I met you a number of years ago, but it's going to be great to see you again. Go ahead. Who's off? Who else had their hand up? I see iPad 110 raised hand. Go ahead.
Hey, Don,
Jimmy,
can you hear me?
now I can.
Okay. Don, this is Jimmy, and I'm really excited about where we're going and what's going to happen this weekend. I feel it, and I just want a heartfelt thank you to you and Nancy, and to Don. And to Dave, because you guys are the forefront, and you are our leaders, and we've got an awesome opportunity, all of us. And those of us that are on this phone right now, good God, the company, and I feel it in my gut. In 2 years, you won't recognize what we were doing now. And it's just going to be unbelievable what that damn Dave Jordan's got in his head. I want to see it come out and go crazy. And I want to go crazy with him. So I'm looking forward to buying you a drink or two, and we'll have some fun and maybe gamble a little bit.
Jimmy, Dave doesn't drink, but you can buy me that drink.
There you go.
Okay.
So Don, one more person I want to take off with his hand up there is Bob Novell. Now let me tell you about Bob Yabakella. Bob's in town right now, and he drove from California because Bob called me about 2 months ago with his church, and one of the big sports writers died, and he donated his collection to the church, but the church had to sell it. So I made a bid on it, and I said, yeah, Collect Direct wants that. And what we did, Don, is I can't even tell you, 1,000 football helmets still in the boxes, all the big football helmets, all the little ones, they're all going on Collect Direct. And Bob, if you want to come off on mute real quick, and I know you pulled up in the big RV, and you pulled the big trailer in, we unloaded them. How many pallets, Bob? You filled your RV and you filled a trailer with football helmets for Collect Direct. Old ones, new. Don, he had football helmets from the 30s in there, you know?
The RV, which I'm sitting in right now in front of your corporate office, I've been here since Friday, but anyway, I left Friday, California, got here Saturday evening. I kept driving, baby. But anyway, my master bedroom back there, which is a big bedroom, had bags from the floor up to the ceiling, from window to window, and we had to shut the door. In my bathroom, in the bathtub, all the way to the ceiling, we had sports bags again, and then in the front door. I couldn't even walk in here. Luckily, I was able to sleep on the couch. But we have the RV empty. We had 6 pallets, and this is including what we took out of the trailer. 6 pallets of collectibles, sports bags, everything. Of course, I saved the Chicago Cubs bag for Dave. That's on his chair in the office. But the thing is that I checked prices to rent a truck to drive it out here and then fly home. They wanted $8,000. And I said, screw that, pardon my language, folks. But I drove out here, and it was fun. I drove by myself, listening to my big band tapes because I'm a big band nut. I have a big band. But
we're gonna have you have to go to the events
here. Very good. But the thing is I was like, when I got here, and Dave came in on a Saturday. He works 7 days a week, folks, and he gets here at 3. I says, "Don't wake me; I'll be asleep." So anyway, I got up one morning. He was in the office. I said, rang the doorbell. He answered it, and he showed me the warehouse. And I'm walking around now. I remember watching it with Don and Dave going through and looking at stuff and everything. But it's like you just can't believe it till you see it. And this place is, and then we went to the other warehouse, and it's just unbelievable how much collectibles and cards and stuff that he has, and stuff that hasn't even been checked in yet. Like he says, they've got a lot of stuff that they got to put on the site, and it's just unbelievable. I'm glad I'm here. I'll be at the hotel tomorrow, and it's exciting.
I'll look forward to seeing you and giving you a big hug, buddy. I know your energy.
It's been a while, Don. Nancy, I'll give Nancy a hug first.
And we got a couple more hands up there, Dave. You good for 2 more?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Hey, guys,
don't-
this is Mike. I'm in the Atlanta airport. I just flew up from Costa Rica,
Oh,
and I'm sitting up here handing out QR codes right now to all these sports fans walking through the Atlanta airport. So it's a blast. Can't wait to meet everybody. I just wanted to check in real quick and thank you so much, Dave. and Don, everybody. It's great. See you guys soon.
It's
See you
exciting.
tomorrow, buddy.
We got another hand up right next to you on the picture here. Go right ahead. You gotta unmute yourself. There you go.
It's Kamesh here from Sydney. Have a wonderful conference. I couldn't be there, but thank you very much, Dave and Dawn and Nancy, for all your tireless effort to help us.
It's going to be great.
We're just getting started. That's what the Black Eyed Peas, if you ever heard the Black Eyed Peas song, let's get them started again.
The Black Eyed
Well,
Peas.
yeah, have a wonderful conference.
Thank you.
You bet. But thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Dave, I don't even know what time it is because I've got no watch in front of me.
Yeah, well, they're still talking. Whatever they're still talking, let them talk.
Sure.
I like hearing people.
Kamish, go ahead. You've got your hand raised up. Go right ahead.
There you go. He's still on mute. All right. So anyway, Don, I'm just saying this is going to be a great weekend. Friday is going to be here before you know it. We're going to have a great day. And then Saturday is going to be fabulous. And I'm excited for everybody that's on here.
That was Kamish, by the way. I blew that because he had already spoke there. So yeah, I think everybody that wanted to say something said something. I know you all are here in spirit to be in Sioux Falls. Trust me, we're going to give it to you as best we can from Sioux Falls. And it's our job to get you fired up after, as Jimmy says. So get ready. 2024, we don't have to wait for it. You're going to be fired up starting Friday and Saturday, and let's go to work. Dave, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the morning. I'll be by the conference room here because we're at the hotel already, and we're jacked, buddy. We're ready to go.
All right, man. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for being on, and yeah, just stoked that this is finally here, Don.
Okay, take care. Have a good night, everyone.
Thanks, guys.